Alright, so I've not been vlogging very much, mainly getting the work done because only a quarter unpacked after a couple months doing renovations and all that. So my GoPro is in a box somewhere and I'm not sure where. So this is the first barn I started on. The wood shingle roof had to come off. Then the tin roof had to go on. At one point it had a tin roof over the wood shingle and it blew off because they used small nails that can go into the joist beams underneath. So that's done. It's been so windy here that the days that were calm enough for me to do it were few and far between. So it's done. It's up. A lot of recycled material, so there's a little bit of things that look out of place, but didn't cost me anything. Fixed the two sections. Have Aloha's chickens in there. They're each 14 by 16. Just started yesterday fixing the next two sections, which are two 16 by 20s, and it's got some work done. I've got the front boards on. I've got a spot here for windows to go there, windows to go there. I got to finish the boards here after I pick them up, and I'm going to put a sliding barn door there. And then we have the posts to put up the runs laid out. Need the post holes dug, and once I get that done I can get them fenced, and then I'll put some type of netting over the top. And lastly, before I can put the young littles out in here, which I can do before the runs are up, some reason, I have no idea why, they took an angle grinder to the back of this and cut the tin. So I've got to fix that. Take that tin off, put new tin up. I've got pieces here for that. And I have this gap here that's got to be fixed. And I have a gap down there that has to be fixed. But the rest of it is tight. I re-screwed this tin down. There's a piece of tin in here that I got to get out. I've got a board cut that will go in through there, and this will be ready. So I've got roughly 105, maybe more actually. Yeah. Maybe close to 115 8 to 12 week old Alohas that are going to go in here. They'll have a huge run, and then we will determine which can be used for breeders and which we'll just keep for eggs and do things with. It all depends. I don't want to get rid of any genetics, even if they're poor. I can give them a better rooster to upbreed or bring back in some of the things. One of the last things I want to do to this barn is here on the side. I'm going to bring in and put a shed roof off the top of this. To make a little shed here that I can keep feed in, water, supplies, that kind of stuff. And then it'll all be in this one area. I will be running chicken tractors, which I have the stuff to build them, and I need to build them quickly. Throughout this section here, and over the summer, I need to get more coops built up, but I'm waiting for supply prices to go down. I will pick things up as I can, but you know, on Craigslist and Marketplace. But I'm not paying $11 for a 2x4, which is what the local lumber yard wants. So once these posts are in, they're laid out here, that puts them roughly, it'll give them 15 by 30 runs, each of these, so that'll be more than enough for them. And I will give that one a 30 by 30 run over there. Biggest thing of moving to a new farm and trying to build off of it is buying all the equipment and infrastructure you need. So right now I've just been doing things that have to be done because chicks were hatched, farms were contacted. Some of my chicks that from my lines were eggs were shipped in or hatched out the 1st of May, and these were things I could put off. Well, I could have, but the main thing is if I put them off, like my Heritage Rhode Island Reds, I lost that line. The understanding when I sold them to the guy was that I would get fertile eggs from them once I moved, but within 3 weeks of me moving, a mountain lion in Arizona broke into his pen and ate them all. So I lost that line that I was working with for a while, which is devastating because it's very hard for me to find that line or find that quality again without going to hatchery stock, trying to find a good Heritage Rhode Island. Real quick, I do have that barn. It's got 2 huge stalls in it. I've got some of the littles in there now, and it's an old equipment shed. I will do that in another video. Waiting for parts on the mower. Bought a mower and used mower, and swore up and down that it worked fine, just the battery had died. Got it home, put a new battery in it, deader than a doornail. Had to replace the solenoid because I started there. It didn't work. Still won't work. Tested the key switch and had to order a new key switch. It'll come here in 3 days because of the weekend, and hopefully it works then. Otherwise, I'm out a lot of money for something that is yard art. So that will do it with this one. I'm going to try to upload once a week and do better now that I'm no longer struggling on trying to get things set up and could actually work.